Have you ever wondered how to create a stunning professional looking label for your brand? Today, I'll show you how to design a beautiful air freshener label in Canva. Hi everyone, welcome to Distilling Insight YouTube channel. On this channel, we are passionate about making design easy and accessible for everyone. And in this video, you'll learn how to create a polished label design from scratch, even if you are new to Canva. So let's go straight to our Canva and let's begin. So for this particular design, label design, we are going to go with, this is the interface of your Canva. Then you go with create a design. We are going with a custom size to be specific. And this custom size is as a result of the particular mockup we are going to be placing our label on. So we had to go with 2.5. That's the width, and the height will be 6. Then the unit will be in inches and not in pixel. So you're just going to go ahead and change it again because it was in um pixel. So we are going to change it to inches. So now that we have it here, you create new design. So we have at the left hand side of your screen, you will notice we have various designs you can choose from. But for us, we are going to start from the scratch without choosing from any of those designs. So now you go to your element because we need a background for this. And the first thing we'll be doing is we are going to search for a muted green. We are designing like an air freshener label for pure aura. So everything we want to actually design should communicate nature, should communicate calmness, and should communicate aura. So we don't want it in excess. We don't want the designs or any element we are going to be using to be too shouty. We want it calm, and yet we want it communicating fragrance and even aura. So now we are going to go with muted green, which is going to be our background. I don't want to go to selecting the colors because I already have a perfect color here. So you click on this and then just use it as background. Click on those three dots, scroll down and set image as background. So perfect. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to cancel this muted green and then search for texture because we need a kind of is it paper texture or stone texture, just to like not have it as plain as this. So let's go with this first one and then or resize it to fit the background. Once it has been adjusted, go to transparency and reduce the transparency to 51. I'm going to go and add my text now. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to add the heading because I already have the details of the label, the pure aura. I already have all the details written down. So I'm going to add the heading, and this heading is going to be the name, which is pure aura. So I'm changing the font here to cormorant. We go with cormorant garamond and then increase the font size. Go with text color. This is at 43. We achieved our desired result at 43. Then this green, we are going to go with the green, but a dark green. So that's why I'm coming to this place in order to change the color to a dark green. So now we have the dark green that we desire. The next thing we're going to do is add another text. And this another heading will be for our aura. Then we are going to look for a sophisticated font for this aura. And this font will be Sacramento. Okay, so here we have Sacramento. Then increase the font size, just change the color, go to effect. We're going to use a shadow effect for the pure. Direction, I left it at 64. And then the transparency, I left it at 100. The offset, yes, at 51. Then the color, we're going to change the color to a green. Then add effect also to your aura. So we are going to use an outline effect. So the thickness is okay at 41. So the next thing we are doing is we are going to add another heading, and this one we are going to put air freshener. We'll change the font to yes silver one, and then reduce the size now because the size is at 20. So I want it this way because here the emphasis is on the pure and the horror is communicating some kind of sophistication. So the air freshener, we just want it to be so legible to read and not too choking anyway. So now let's go back to element, and we need type in eco-friendly icon, search for it, and it will bring up various options for you. Go with your desired one. Please recreate this using your own color. You don't necessarily have to follow this pure aura. Your own might be magic saint. It can be anything else apart from this. Just be creative with your designs. Try and know when to reduce, when to enlarge, but you can still follow everything that I've done. So now this is a symbol or an icon telling you that this air freshener is suitable for home, hotels, houses, you can use them anywhere. So now that we've done this, I'm going to add another text box. Type in magical spell for this text box, even though I don't want it so obvious or domineering every other font here. So I'm going to change it to breathing font and then reduce it to 11.6. Then I noticed this air freshener, we didn't change the color. So the color needs to be changed to a green likewise. Then this magical spell will go with this green here. So change the color also. So I'm going to go with this green. I need another heading, and for this heading I'm going to type in the tagline, freshness that lingers. Okay, so you change the font size, you change the font first to Josephine, then I'm going to reduce the size, then element and add a shape. This shape is for the ingredient, so I'm just going to add a square shape and leave it in this green color. I like it in this green. Then resize it perfectly and then add a text box, and then add a text box, then type in the ingredient, which is lavender and eucalyptus. To change the font to Josephine that we used just now, Josephine Sans, and then increase the size, yes, just to make it legible enough. So now I'm not going to leave the color at black, so I'm going to use the white color. This is perfect. So now that we have done all of this, we're not going to leave our designs like this. The next thing we are doing is go to element and look for lavender springs. I'll be going with this because it's dark kind of. So now I'm just going to ensure that it's not covering any of my lettering here. So I'm just going to be putting them on each other just being creative with it. There is nothing really much about all of this that I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to duplicate this again and then take it here, bring it to the left side here, then duplicate again. Just follow the same process and ensure it's just like overlaying itself and is looking beautiful even to you while designing. Render flowers, they are perfect this way. So I'm going to go back to my element and search for fragrance. I'll use this fragrance over here and then bring it down, reduce it, bring it down here and duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. After I've duplicated it, I'm going to highlight everything now and then reduce the transparency side and reduce the transparency. So I'm going to reduce the transparency of this flowers. Yes, not everything, but just a little of it. Some will be bold, while some won't. Okay, we are done. But I want us to highlight all of this and centralize them. So we are done. So I'm going to go ahead and download this particular image, download this particular design as a PNG. I downloaded it. Then I'm going to go to open, click on this plus sign here, and then I'm going to type in a label. So I'm going to use this 3 by 2 inches for the label now. Go to element and then under this element scroll down to mockups, and under this mockups click on see all, and under this see all click on search mockups and look for cosmetics mockup. So we are going to go with this particular design. So what we are doing is we're going to resize it. So we are going to go to our upload and that particular file that we just downloaded, that design. So just click on it, click on open. So it's uploading here. Once it's done, you'll see the blue yes. So it's done uploading. All I'm doing is click on it and then turn it a little. Yes, then drop it in. You hold on till it's done processing. Yeah, you can see how it actually fit this in so perfect. And that's all, we are just done. But now we are not going to leave it this way. We need to resize this design to a square. So resize this design. Okay, so it has been resized and all I'm doing here is I'm fitting it to the screen. So here we have it, our air freshener label, and it's basically used for adverts. If you want to place it on your social media for sale, for people to actually be captivated with what they see and order for your product. So now once you are done, click on this share and you're going to click on download and you download, and that's it. You've just created a professional eye-catching label design. Doesn't it look amazing? Now it's your turn. Open your Canva, try designing your label and see where your creativity takes you. Not necessarily an air freshener label, just design anything. If this tutorial was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Canva tips, and let me know in the comment what you'd like to see next. So thanks for designing with me today, and until next time, stay creative. Bye bye.